Hey everyone, my name is Katie O'Shea, and today I am not in my usual location. I am still on vacation in Monterosso in Cinque Terre in Italy. And as you can see, this is a rather gorgeous background, so I figured while I was here, I would film a video for you. And today I'm going to be doing a original book tag, the books on vacation tag, since I am on vacation, and I know a lot of you probably went on vacation this summer, and so why not talk about some books that we brought on vacation with us. So the first question is, when you go on vacation, how many books do you usually bring with you? And for me, this definitely varies. I always try to bring as many as I possibly can. I think we probably all do. We want to bring a whole suitcase full of books, but this time, since I was traveling for 3 weeks in Europe, I wanted to have a lighter suitcase, so I only brought my iPad, which has this little book cover on it, to still be in the spirit of books. And of course, that means I have all my ebooks on here, so really I have a ton of books. But earlier this summer when I went to Texas, I did bring, I think, about 13 books with me, and a lot of them were hardcovers, so I did bring a ton of books. So the second question is, do you usually bring hardcovers, paperbacks, or ebooks? And as I mentioned, for this trip, I unfortunately had to bring just my ebooks on my iPad. I really wanted to bring a bunch of books, but Megan told me I couldn't because she knew my suitcase was going to be really full and that I would want to bring books back. So she told me not to, and I took her advice. But when I went to Texas, I brought a whole mix of hardcovers and paperbacks, and I also had my iPad, so I brought some ebooks as well, and I read probably some from each of them. Question number 3 is, how many books do you usually bring back from vacation with you? And again, for all of this is probably as many as we possibly can. I've already been in so many bookstores and I've wanted to buy so many books. So far I haven't actually bought any, if you can believe that. I'm still trying to keep my suitcase light. We're going to be ending our trip in Paris, so my guess is I'll probably pick up a few in Paris at Shakespeare & Company. But so far I have not gotten any, mostly because a lot of the editions I've been finding have been in Italian, and I don't speak Italian. But when I went to Texas earlier this summer, I did that book outlet book haul and I placed an order there. And so I think I ended up going to Texas with about 13 books, and then coming back from Texas with maybe like 31 or something, which was outrageous, I know. So usually probably will only get like 1 or 2 books when I'm on vacation though, because I don't have that much space to travel. The next question is, what kind of books do you bring with you? Like what genre, or what are your favorite books to read on vacation? And if you have them, you can show them. I don't really have the actual copies, but I have my e-copies. And usually I would say that on vacation I like to bring a contemporary summer beachy book, especially if I end up going to the beach. But yeah, it just depends on my mood generally. Sometimes I like to bring books that relate to the place that I'm going to be. So yeah, it just depends. When I went to New York earlier this summer, I brought the second book in the I Hunt Killers series, which is about serial killers. So that was kind of a random book for a vacation. But yeah, it just depends what I'm going to be in the mood for. The next question is, what is the best book that you've read on vacation? And for me, I think that the best book that I've read is actually the one I just finished, and that is Are We There Yet by David Levithan. It's on here. I don't think you can see it with the glare. But as you guys know, I love David Levithan, and this book, Are We There Yet, is actually set in Italy. And I had gotten it before I even had my plans to come to Italy, whatnot. And then I discovered that it's set in, let's see, Venice, Florence, and Rome. And those are 3 of the cities that I just went to. And so it was so cool. I would be reading about the Uffizi Gallery in Florence, and then the next day I would go there. And he kind of discusses a lot of the scenery and a lot of the cultural observations in detail. So it was so amazing to be able to read that book while I was in the country and going to those cities and like those art galleries and things like that. So I highly recommend that book. It was amazing. I love all of David Levithan's books, but that one was really cool, especially if you're going to be traveling to Italy or if you've been to Italy before. So definitely check it out. The final question is, what is your best staycation book for when you are at home and you wish you were on vacation? Because I know not everyone can go on vacation all the time, or a lot of times, especially like in winter, you wish you were on vacation and you can't be yet. So what is your favorite staycation book? And for me, I think maybe one of my top favorites would be Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins, because it's about Paris and I love Paris and we're going to be going there. First we're going to Cannes and then we're going to be going to Paris, and I love Paris, and that is such a great book that also describes a lot of the different places and the different, you know, scenery and the culture of Paris. So I think that that is like the perfect book for when you're missing vacation and you wish you could be in Paris to kind of reminisce or transport yourself there through a book. So I am going to be tagging a lot of people in the description below, because I would love for you guys to do this tag. It is an original tag, so share it and spread it around, and if you haven't been officially tagged, definitely do this yourself and tag your friends, so that you can talk about where you went this summer and what you did on vacation and what books you brought with you, most importantly, so we can find some new books. So if you liked this video, definitely give me a thumbs up. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. Bye.